Very good morning to everyone. In this lecture, CS8601 Mobile Computing, the Unit 1, the introduction of the mobile computing. In previous session, we had discussed the what is a mobile computing and generation of cellular communication technology and also the applications of mobile computing. Now today we discuss on the topic multiplexing. So multiplexing is one of the accessing method in analog and digital cellular communication technique. In multiplexing, describe how several users can share a medium with minimum or no interference. It is concerned with sharing the frequency range among the user. The band are splitted into the channels. That is four main way of assigning the channels. Number one, space division multiplexing, SDM. It allocates the according to the location. And the second scheme, time division multiplexing. It allocates according to unit of times in each individual subscribers. And the third one, frequency division multiplexing. It allocates according to the frequencies. And finally, code division multiplexing. It allocates according to access code in the use unique subscribers. The guard space of each individual scheme, the gap between the allocation of these individual subscribers in individual schemes. Now let us move to the first method of space division multiplexing. This is the basic of frequency reuse allocation technique. In each physical space is assigned the channels. The phase does not overlap can have the same channels assigned to them. For example, the radio station in different countries. Okay. Now, the spaces that does not overlap can have the same channel assigned to them. For example, of FM radio station in different countries. This multiplexing scheme is used for example at a frequency radio station where the transmission range is limited to a certain range in the single autonomous area. So many radio stations around the world can use the same frequency without interference. Here we can see the figure. The six channels, that is here K1 to K6, and introduce the three-dimensional coordinate the system. The system shows the dimension of code C, time T and frequency F. So we can see the picture. For this first type of multiplexing, the space division multiplexing, the three-dimensional space Si or S1, S2, S3 are shown. Here the space is represented by the circles indicating the interference range. For the remaining channels, the four that is K4 to K6, three additional spaces would be needed. In our highway example, this would imply that each driver had his here own land. What are the drawbacks? This procedure clearly represented a waste of space. This is exactly the principle used by the old analog telephone system. Each subscriber is given a separate pair of copper wires to local exchange. In wireless transmission, the space division multiplexing implies a separate sender for each communication channel with a wide edge distance between the sender. Now we are going to discuss the frequency division multiple accessing scheme. The radio spectrum is shared by a mobile user simultaneously. The sharing be based on frequency, time and also the code. The wireless telephone applies the duplexing technique where talking and listening is enabled at the time. For example, the frequency division duplexing offer two band of frequency for every users. The simplex channels consist of a forward and reverse channels, and each duplex channels consist of one simplex channels. These forward and reverse channels are separated with a frequency band in the entire system. On the other hand, the time division multiplexing, known as TDM, make use of the instant of frequency to have the same forward and reverse channels. Now we can focus only for the frequency division multiplexing. In wireless environment, each individual user are allocated individual channels. The channels or frequency band is a unique for each user. The entire allowed radio spectrum is divided into many slides of frequency band, and each band or channels is allocated to each user. The allocation of the radio channels can be done on demand basis. In conventional telephonic system, the bidirectional communication is possible simultaneously, and it is essential for cellular communication also. Such a simultaneous talk and listen facilities is known as a duplexing. Here the separation of whole spectrum into the smaller non-overlapping frequency band, that is a guard space, are needed. A channel gets a certain band of frequency spectrum for a whole time receiver has to turn to the center frequency. Now we can see the picture. The guard spaces are needed to avoid the frequency band overlapping. It is also called the adjacent channel interference. This scheme is used for radio station with the same region, where each radio station has its own frequency. This vary the simple multiplexing scheme does not need complex coordination between the sender and the receiver. The receiver only has to turn into the specific center. The frequency division duplexing, namely forward and reverse channels, the forward frequency band provides a radio traffic from the base station to mobile unit, and also the reverse frequency radio band provide the radio traffic from mobile unit to base station unit. Now what are the some features of frequency division multiple schemes? It requires proper filtering at a receiver side to avoid adjacent channel interference. And also, if a channel is not in use, it will be ideal and it will not be used by some other user. Hence, there is a change of resources wastage. The FDMA channels can handle one phone circuit at a time, and it is less complexity and narrow bandwidth. In the voice channels are assigned in this FDMA, the mobile unit and also the base station start transmitting simultaneously. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of this FDMA technology? The advantages: no dynamic coordination necessity and works also for analog signals only. The disadvantages of: while the radio station broadcasts 24 hours a day, a mobile communication typically take place for only a few minutes at a time. Assigning a separate frequency for each possible communication scenario would be tremendous waste of frequency resources. Additionally, the fixed assignment of a frequency to sender make the scheme very inflexible and limit the number of senders. And also, what are the non-linear effects in FDMA scheme of multiplexing? In this multiplexing scheme, the same antenna at a base station is shared by several radio channels. The power amplifier are operated near saturation region for getting the maximum possible power efficiency, and it is a non-linear. So the non-linearity causes the spreading of signals over the entire frequency domain, resulting in intermodulation frequency generation. It will enhance the interference in actual signal, and intermediate modulated must be minimized. So the types of frequency division multiplexing: there is a fixed assignment multiple access scheme and also the demand assignment multiple access scheme. In fixed assignment multiple access scheme, the satellite channels are assigned in predetermined fashion and distributed such that random changes in the capacity change are not allowed. In demand assignment multiple access, in case of multiple stations there is a change of capacity often arises, and demand assignment multiple access scheme is flexible and change channel may be allocated according to the demand raised. So the fixed assignment multiple access through the FDMA is concerned with the logical links between the station which are pre-assignmented. The multiplexing access is related to the accessing of satellite links using different frequency band by multiple stations. So in this lecture, the complete discussion of multiplexing in the different category of space division multiplexing and also the frequency division multiplexing. Thank you for all. Thank you for watching this video.